I'm honestly dead set on
Edge
just
Sound
saying
Bytes.
Edge Sound Bytes. The you didn't know.
Edge Sound Bytes. Hi, welcome to Edge Sound Bytes.
All right, almost Dr. Castro. What is physical audio?
I would define physical audio as any type of audio you can feel or detect through your skin, right? That's why there's many different ways to do it. You can talk about haptics, you can talk about tactile, and the definition of the audio can change, but ultimately they all fit under this overarching band of physical audio, which is audio that you can feel. Now, some could say that haptics have taken the shortcut and saying that even though you can feel it and it's associated with audio, that it meets physical audio, but I would still say it has to move at audio rate in order to be physical audio.
Can you define to me what does audio rates mean? Because while that all sounded great, I have no idea what audio rate is.
Right, so sound moves really, really, really fast, right? And since humans have the mechanisms that we have on the ears, it means that we can receive any sort of signal, right? So in this case, frequency, all the way up to 20,000 hertz, which means that thing is moving back and forth 20,000 times a second. So in order to capture all that information, it means that your brain and your ears are basically sampling, taking little snapshots of what's happening in the world, and then deciphering what's happening at up to 20,000 times a second, right? So if something's not doing up to 20,000 times a second, then you start losing something that can move back and forth 20,000 times a second to something that can only move back and forth maybe 15,000 or 10,000 or 7,000 or 5,000 times a second. Now granted, most of what we hear in the world is between the lower range and it's like 1,000 times a second. So it is still enough information to be able to get something across, but it won't necessarily be the full audio spectrum. So it won't sound clear, it won't sound clean, it won't have sibilance or some high-end frequency objects like cymbals or hi-hats or the detail of a guitar or the high register of a piano. Those are the things that you would miss if you don't have the entire bandwidth. So if something is not completing the whole bandwidth and it's still physical audio, then it's a good chance that it's only going to be a very band-restricted experience.
So what you're telling me is that one, we can understand audio information through our skin, and number two, that current technologies around physical audio, so haptic and tactile solutions, are not taking advantage of the entire audio rate.
That's right.
Awesome.
That's a much better way of saying it.
Just wanted to break it down and make sure we take it away from almost Dr. Castro to, the business person. Appreciate it.